Welcome back to KPsKINGDOM, Cooking with KP, and another episode of Cooking with Multiple Sclerosis. Today it is my chicken rissoles with a caramelised onion gravy. Okay, look, let's just get onto it. First thing I need to do is make up some breadcrumbs. Alright, I'm going to be making up, in total here, around about sort of a half a cup's worth, or maybe a cup's worth of fresh breadcrumbs. Just fresh bread, tear it up, put it in the food processor and let it go. Now I don't know exactly what happened, but my MS is definitely going to be to blame for this because I forgot a whole bunch of stuff. So in here I've got a tablespoon's worth of Dijon mustard, 500 grams worth of chicken mince, an egg, and we've got a clove of garlic, which we've given that a bit of a crushy crush and put that in, and we've mixed all of that and we've made up this mixture. So I apologise for not having that on film, but we're just going to make these into nice little patties. We're just going to use an ice cream scoop, keeps things nice and even, give them a little bit of roll between your palms, give them a little pat down, and before you know it, you've just made yourself a whole bunch of these really tasty little chicken rissoles. Okay, so just keep continuing on with that. It's going to make about 9 or so of those, and absolutely perfect. Now this is a real cheap and cheerful dish to make. Right, so put those aside, put them in the refrigerator for a little while. I need some butter. Don't buy this butter. It looks like it's Australian made. It's not. It's US made, and you will see how anemic it is. So I've put in about 60 grams worth of butter into a pan, and I'm going to cook my little rissoles off in butter, not oil. I just want a little bit more of a nutty flavour. Right, and man, I was really disappointed with this butter. So look for butter that's made in Australia, not made in the USA and packaged green and gold so it looks like it's Australian. Alright, so we're going to cook these off. They're going to take maybe sort of 4 to 5 minutes per side, not very long at all, and I'm cooking that on a medium heat. Alright, we just want the heat to be evenly distributed through our beautiful little rissoles that we have made. And don't crowd the pan, just do them in a couple of batches if need be. Alright, sort of halfway through, give those a turn. You should be looking for some nice golden colour on those, just like that. Okay, and if you haven't tried making your own rissoles before, wow, why not? They are so easy to do. And in the meantime, I've got a couple of potatoes wrapped in foil. They've been cooking away now for about 40 minutes in the oven. All right, 180 degrees. Just wrap them up in foil, throw them in the oven, and we'll leave those. Right, I'm going to start making up my gravy even before these rissoles have finished. One nice big large brown onion or 2 smaller ones, give those a rough slice just like that, throw that in there and let's get some heat happening to those. Alright, so we're just going to keep an eye on our little rissoles. They're done. We're going to start cooking these onions off in a little bit more of an earnest way. Right, so to give those a stir from time to time, you can see it's picking up the butter colour and also the colour from the any chicken fat that was in there, and that is absolutely perfect. Alright, so we're just going to give that a bit of season with some freshly ground black pepper. Right, just give all of that a bit of a grindy grind like that. Make it really nice and tasty, and the hero of this dish is actually the gravy. Alright, keep moving that onion around just like that. Right, really simple sort of stuff, and if you haven't tried making your own gravy before, it is not that hard. If you want to skip this and buy something out of the packet, you'll be disappointed, guaranteed. Alright, some beef stock. I'm going to add a little bit of beef stock in there, and we're just going to give that a little bit of a stir around to glaze the bottom of the pan, just in case there is anything sort of sitting there. And I'm going to add in just a little bit more butter. Right, that can go straight in as if there wasn't enough butter in this dish as it is, but we'll take that up with the cardiologist next week. Alright, here I've got about 1.5 tablespoons worth of plain flour. I'm going to put that in and keep stirring that through, and that's going to soak up all the onion juice, butter, and a little bit of that stock that we've put in there. We're going to make not a perfect roux, we're going to make a sort of quasi type roux. Now cook that flour out for a minute or so, just like I'm doing right there, and then we can start adding in more of our stock. Using a beef stock in this instance, just I want a little bit of a heavier flavour, and it'll go really nice and well with our rissoles. You can use the chicken stock if you want. You could even use a vegetable stock if you wanted a vegetarian sort of version to that. Right, so just keep stirring that through, adding the stock. The flour is going to absorb that stock, and it's going to thicken up before it thins out. So just bear with me here. I'm just going to add a little bit in, keep stirring it through just like that, and before long you're going to end up with a really nice glossy type gravy with beautiful caramelized onion. I'm going to add in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, right, just to get a little bit of that extra umami type flavor into our gravy, and don't stop stirring, just keep going, keep stirring that through, and everything will come together in no time at all. Right, so just keep stirring that through. It might sound boring to you watching this, but I'm giving you the whole technique and what can go wrong and what can't go wrong. I've already showed you what can go wrong, I'm showing you what can't go wrong. So at the end there, we just put all of that stock in and keep stirring that through, and as you can see, we don't have any lumpage happening in our gravy at all, apart from the actual caramelized onion itself. Alright, I'm sort of getting pretty happy with that. I can turn that down. My rissoles we've just kept warm in the oven at about sort of 50 degrees Celsius, so they're ready to serve up. Right, just plate those up just like that. We've unwrapped the potato, we've cooked up some green beans just for a little bit of a health factor that can go on the side of the plate there. I'm going to add our potato, which I have smashed, so it's just a case of getting the whole roast potato, smashing it down in between two plates, add our gravy onto the side there, and there you go. You've got KP's chicken rissoles with the caramelised onion gravy. Love to see you try and make this one at home. It is pretty easy and it's a bit of fun as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like the video, hit the like button. Gives me confidence to make you feel warm, fuzzy too. Hit the notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get Name of KP's Kingdom out there. Hit the notifications bell. Love reading. Sorry, don't forget to leave a comment. I love reading. Love responding to them. In the meantime, a fairly easy midweek dinner like this for not a lot of bucks. Well, if you want to learn how to make it, come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. I'll do my chicken rissoles with caramelised onion gravy, and I will catch you next time. Bye.